It's been a very long time since I've done an introduction video. The last one I did was 8 years ago, and that was on our main channel, the Positano Diaries. I've never done one on this channel, so I thought now would be the perfect time to get to know a bit more about us and who we are and why we do what we do. Carlo is currently fiddling with something over there, so let's go and ask him some questions first. What's your name?
Okay, my name is Carlo.
How old are you?
58 at the moment.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I have 4 brothers.
And where are you in the line?
I am in the middle. I have 2 brothers more younger than me and 2 brothers more older than me.
What are you doing?
Ecco, qui devo cambiare lingua. Sto sistemando l'impianto di irrigazione automatica. Questa valvola non sta funzionando, qui ce ne sono 3, anche una lumaca. Perché ci sono 3 valvole? Perché l'acqua non è abbastanza potente, non c'è abbastanza pressione per mettere una sola valvola e irrigare tutto. Quindi ne ho messo 3, ognuno fa il suo settore.
Where are you from?
I born in Piano di Sorrento and I live all my life here in Positano.
Apart from the last year?
Apart of last year, I live part of the last year in Tuscany with you. Oh, non è la stessa misura. E mo? Questo è un grande problema, non ce l'ho i pezzi per fare questo. Ai.
Tell me about your career.
Io ho lavorato praticamente tutta la mia vita in un cimitero e aiutavo mio padre, che lui lavorava là, così come il nonno. 4 anni fa ho deciso di lasciare il lavoro al cimitero e fare questa nuova avventura con te facendo video.
What is the most important decision you've ever made?
Ho fatto tante decisioni importanti, ma forse la più importante riguarda questo, lasciare il lavoro al cimitero e fare qualcos'altro. Dopo 42 anni penso che è una grande decisione.
Yeah, I think so.
Se qualcuno pensa, ma come mai ho lavorato 42 anni in un cimitero se sono così giovane? Perché ho iniziato a 13 anni.
Ah, there you are. What new skill would you like to learn?
Mi piacerebbe imparare tantissime cose. Da dove posso iniziare? Cucinare magari?
Oh, yeah.
So
How
che
about learning to be a massager, like proper massagers?
anche quello mi piacerebbe saper fare, così saresti contenta.
Yeah.
Ma oltre questo mi piacerebbe, non so, imparare a guidare un digger
Okay.
oppure qualsiasi mezzo meccanico enorme mi piacerebbe portarlo, saperlo portare. Non lo so fare, ma posso imparare. Probabilmente imparerò prima a portare un trattore che cucinare.
What is the coolest thing that you have ever made with your own hands?
Mi lasci lavorare che non riesco a fare niente. Allora, tutto quello che vedete qua, la maggior parte delle cose, l'ho fatte io, non da solo ovviamente. Anche questa è una cosa che mi rende particolarmente orgoglioso, anche se adesso non è nelle migliori condizioni, perché come potete vedere di là, ho appena messo a lavare tutto. Ok, diciamo tutta la parte sotto della casa, la maggior parte l'ho costruita io, insieme a aiuto di altre persone, però diciamo le idee erano mie e di papà. Se volete sapere perché sono così particolarmente orgoglioso di questo, è semplice, perché se è all'aperto ti puoi mettere qui e dondolare in questo modo o in qualsiasi altro modo ti piace. In più puoi anche guardare la TV e se vuoi posso avere più privacy dicendo ad Alexa accendi le tende. Ops, sta incastrata.
Tell me, Carlo, tell me about your children.
You annoyed me. Non riesco a fare due cose insieme.
Okay, tell me about your children and then I'll go.
Yes, I have a boy and a girl, Sky and Tommaso.
How old are they?
Tommaso c'ha 28 anni e Sky c'ha 22 anni. Adesso per favore posso continuare a fare questo?
All right, okay, bye bye.
Ciao!
I have got this big basket of pool stuff and dog towels to sort through, and I thought I'd answer some questions myself while I'm doing it. Who am I? My name is Nikki. I'm English. I have lived in Positano for more than half my life. So I've actually been living here full time for 27 years now. I am 51. Our daughter Sky was born in Italy and she's grown up here. She's completely bilingual. She's not here at the moment because she's currently at work. That needs a wash. That's toys. Somebody left these here last year. We don't know who. I think I know whose daughter that belongs to. Anyhow, before I started YouTube, I was a TV and film makeup artist, and I worked in London for a few years before moving here. And after a few years working various jobs around town, like on the boats and in shops and stuff, I ended up doing the makeup artist thing, but for weddings. And I worked as a makeup artist for 27 or 28 years, and I gave it up last year. I wasn't quite enjoying myself so much anymore. I wasn't looking forward to the drive over to Ravello or Amalfi every day and lugging around big kits of makeup. I felt like the magic had gone out of it, so I decided it was time to quit. I have also written a book or two. Other than that, we now do YouTube as a full-time career. I have had a YouTube channel since 2011. A lot of the first videos are private now because I didn't really upload them to share them in public. They were more somewhere to store my videos. Why do we do what we do? Why do we put videos on YouTube? First of all, I wanted to share the beauty of this area with anybody who is interested in looking at it. It's just such a stunning place to be, and it seemed a shame not to be able to share it as much as I could. I actually started by blogging back in 2006. I had a fairly well-read blog called, what was it called back then? It was called The Life I Chose, and then I changed the name to Figs and Lemons. Now, whose are these? No idea. And it did well, and eventually I went from blogging to vlogging. I just sort of naturally moved from one to the other, and I've been absolutely loving it. As I come from a TV production background, I really enjoy putting together the video, planning it, editing it. I love editing. It's like doing a big jigsaw puzzle for me. And I feel very lucky that I get to be able to do this for a job right now. What skill would I like to learn? At the moment, I want to learn beekeeping. And it's something that I've decided I'm going to take up. Once we go back to Tuscany, I'm going to start trying to get some equipment, and I'm going to take the plunge, and I'm going to be a beekeeper, which is exactly what my dad used to do. And he's going to be coming out soon, so he can hopefully give me a load of tips and maybe help me get started. What is the most important decision that I've ever made? Probably deciding to come and live in Italy for a summer. That's the decision that I made back in 1999. I decided I'd have one season in Positano, learn the language, enjoy myself, and then go back to England and be a good girl. I never went back. What would I say are my biggest achievements? Learning Italian, learning a foreign language, and being completely comfortable with it. That's definitely one of my biggest achievements. And I'd say another one is writing and finishing and writing a book. Definitely one of my biggest achievements, and I'm very proud of myself for doing that. Here we go. This took me months to write, and then I was really, really scared to publish it. It took me over a year to actually be brave enough to publish it and let people actually read it. It's done well. It's had a lot of very nice reviews on Amazon, and I think that's because a lot of people who watch our videos have bought it and read it, but it hasn't done hugely well. I mean, I haven't sold massive amounts of it or anything. I think definitely less than 7,000 copies, but it's still a massive achievement. I wrote a book. We have two dogs. This is Holly. Holly's now 14 years old at least. We found her abandoned in a car park many, many years ago. We've had her for 13 years, so she must have been about a year old when we got her. But she's doing really, really well still, and she is an absolute darling of a dog. This, however, is Indy, and Indy is 3 years old, and she is a little pickle, but we love her all the same. She's very, very clever doggy. We also have a cat. His name is Itty Bitty Kitty, or Itsy Bitsy, and he is blind, completely blind, and he's currently not here. I can't find him. He's obviously fast asleep somewhere. He does go quite far for a blind cat. He sort of ventures out of the property and down into the woods and into the valley. This is our front door. It went viral on Instagram a few years back when I posted a video of the rain coming down the steps to the side, and it got over 28 million views. I think we're still recovering from that. Who lives on the floor above us? Carlo's nephew and his wife, and their 2 cats and dog. When did we meet? Where did we meet? How did we meet? We met on the Millennium Night. I think we'd already seen each other by that point, but we actually first spoke to each other on the Millennium Night. There was a big, big party in Positano, and we got talking, and that's how the story began. A couple of things about me that not enough people know. 1, I don't drink alcohol, and 2, I don't drink caffeine. So I gave up alcohol about 7 years ago. I think I was just drinking a little bit too much every day, and it never felt like it was enough. So I decided to quit before it got worse. So I gave up overnight. I just stopped drinking, and I think it's one of the best decisions I ever made. I feel so much more clear-headed in the morning. I don't miss it at all. I'm quite happy to go out with a whole group of people. In fact, in Tuscany, everybody drinks, and on Friday nights we go out and everybody has a very, very merry evening, and I don't feel the need to drink at all. I'm quite happily there with my ginger beer or non-alcoholic beer or whatever, and I don't feel like I'm missing out at all, and I'm very smug the next morning when I wake up fresh and clear-minded. I don't drink caffeine because I'm intolerant to it, and I always have been. I remember when I was about 16 taking a Pro Plus, which is like a caffeine pill to keep you awake at night, and I've never been so sick in my life. And also coffee. 1, I've never understood coffee. I don't like the taste of it at all, and I love the smell of it, but I can't bear the taste of it. I don't get why people drink it. I think I've got some gene or something missing. It just tastes horrible to me. But it also makes me very nauseous and makes me feel very sick for the rest of the day. Every now and again, I ask for a decaffeinated cappuccino, and they give me a caffeinated one, and then I'm just really, really sick all day. Totally not worth drinking. And I gave up tea a few years ago as well when I realised that it was giving me a lot of headaches. I was getting up to 15 headaches a month, which is not normal, and I did a brain scan and all the checks and everything, and we couldn't figure it out until I started keeping a food diary and decided to cut things out and see what made a difference. And cutting out tea pretty much cleared up my headaches. I still do get headaches, but maybe 4 or 5 a month, not 15. So way better. And I've replaced tea with Red Bush, so that's what I drink instead. I suppose the important thing to tell you, if you are new to our channels and you don't really know much about us at all, is that we have lived in this house in Positano for 14 years. This is the house that Carlo built with his dad and his brothers many, many years ago. And 2 years ago, we bought a house in Tuscany, and that is going to be our house that we will live in when we're older, when we can't handle the stairs in Positano. We have 465 stairs from the road level down to this house here, which is quite a lot. And one day we're pretty sure we won't be able to handle it anymore. So we started looking, 2 or 3 years ago, we started searching for a house that we could buy in a location where we could park right outside the house and not have the problem of all the steps. And last year, we became the owners of a beautiful property in Tuscany with an olive grove, and now we produce our own olive oil, and we go back and forth between the 2 houses. We still haven't quite figured out the technicalities of how long to stay in each place and when to go to each place. It changes every time we make a plan, the plans change, but we're absolutely loving this double life that we're leading. We share our adventures on YouTube and we do it on 2 separate channels. So our main channel, the Positano Diaries, is where we have a weekly vlog every Sunday, and that shows you a bit of what we've done throughout the week, things that Carlo's made, things that I've cooked, where we've gone, what we've done, what renovations we're doing on the house in Tuscany. It depends where we are really. And on this channel, we tend to do a video every Wednesday evening, and it's more of a shorter, in-depth video, often on one particular subject. Maybe it's a cooking video, or maybe we're going for a walk somewhere, or maybe we've got one topic to chat about, and I might talk with Carlo or with my friend Elizabeth, who also has a YouTube channel called Goat Morning Amalfi Coast, for a very different look at life on the Amalfi Coast than mine. And every week it's something different. So we're never quite sure what's going to happen week after week, but we enjoy this life very much and we love the fact that we can share it with all of you. I hope you've enjoyed this little look into our lives and getting to know us a bit more. And we will see you on Sunday on the Positano Diaries and then back here next Wednesday. Thanks for watching.